Obviously, first, just all credit to Air Force. I thought they came out with some tremendous excitement for the tournament. Shot the ball really, really well in the first half. And, you know, we were forced into a situation of playing catch-up for pretty much the whole game. Thought we, you know, I couldn't say we were just horrible on defense. I thought they made some tough shots as well, but I thought their offense was very crisp. They got the ball moving, and on defense, I thought they had a tremendous edge, which affected our scoring on the offensive end. But again, you know, giving them credit, I thought they did a tremendous job today, and obviously wish them luck going forward.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for our student athletes?
For either of you guys, it was a tough start, you know, down 25-0. What were they doing defensively? I know their coaches said they maybe played a little bit more man. Did they contest you, or just what happened where just weren't able to get into the fall, especially early, to get in such a hole?
I mean, it all started with turnovers, you know. We weren't being aggressive on the offensive end. We were being careless with it. I mean, it's hard to score the ball when you're turning it over 30% of the time. So, I mean, credit to them, you know. They play really good defense, and that's just bad play on us.
I know you guys talked about, you know, you'd beaten them twice, but you couldn't take them lightly coming in. Did you feel like, you know, looking back now, that you might have done that at all?
I would just say we just from the jump we weren't playing as hard as them, and I can't give you a reason why, but I would say they outplayed us. So.
I don't know if there'll be a postseason, but if not, how would you assess this first season with, you know, your guys' roles, you know, with Coach Edwards? Or I'm sure you're disappointed now, but was this, you know, good learning? You know, how would you kind of sum this up if this is your last game of this season?
It was a solid year. Love all the guys on the team. We all love each other, and that's all you can really ask for. And we're always fighting for each other night in, night out. So I can only say we're just gonna work hard this summer and be ready for next year. So.
When they do get out to such a big lead, you know, is it a little bit of a feeling of shock, or what's sort of the feeling when you look up and you see 25-0?
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's just like, wow, we're down 23-0. You know. I mean, but that's credit to them. They came out with a lot of fire. They came out with more passion than we did, and they just came out and dominated.
Anything else for our student athletes?
I know you talked about being pretty confident. You know, you've had other comebacks this year. You know, whether or not you won them, like CSU come back from a big deficit. Was it frustrating never to really get that run going in the second half today?
Yeah, and it was hard to come back when we were fouling so much. You know, it's hard to come back when we're giving them easy free throws. But I mean, all credit to them. You know, they came out ready to play, and they dominated today.
Okay, we'll dismiss the student athletes this time. Thank you, man. Now I'll take questions for Coach Edwards.
Coach, what did they do defensively, or was it more just being careless with the ball for your team when you just couldn't, you know, couldn't score? I know Coach Bill Bowler said they played a little bit more man. Did you notice that, or was that the difference?
I mean, I don't think it was a difference, whether they're playing their matchup zone or switching man-to-man. At the same time, you know, at points it could all look the same. But, you know, our concept was to move the basketball, space them out, and look to attack and play off two and find the next best play for the pokes. And I just didn't think we did a good job of spacing once we made passes, or when we were cutting. Sometimes the cut didn't make sense because you were cutting toward the basketball when, you know, we could have opened it up a little bit more. But I thought the best thing about the defense was just how hard they were playing.
Coach, I know you guys talked a lot this year about putting, you know, 40 minutes together and feeling like you hadn't done that yet, and probably came out with maybe your worst 10 minutes so far at the beginning. You know, I guess why do you think it is, or what was sort of the attitude heading in?
I mean, a lot of things go to your head, through your head, just about the start. I mean, you can only go into the game, you know, as a coach, as a staff, as a program, with the best you feel like, you know, you need to do to go out there and compete and play to win. But, you know, like I told the guys at the end of the day, you know, I'll probably self-assess it, and at the end of the day, I'll put it on me. I was the head coach, and I felt like that wasn't poke basketball in the first 10 minutes of the game, and through some stretches of the game. Even when we tried to make our comeback, you know, or chip at the lead, you know, we still, to me, reverted back to, you know, being careless with the basketball. And I thought we were actually a little passive on the offensive end of the floor, turning down some shots. And I felt like, you know, as the game went on and they were scoring the basketball, you know, the goal got a little bigger for them, and they were making shots and making plays. And like JJ said, you know, fouling and putting them at the free throw line didn't help either. But, you know, proud of this group and what we were able to do as a team. But, you know, at the same time, you know, you're disappointed in a sense of how today ended.
Coach, I know it's not in your control, but you do have 18 wins. You know, if is there a possibility of some sort of postseason tournament? And if so, would you welcome that, or have you thought or care about that, or do you know where area you're going to go in now?
Well, you know, I spoke to the guys after the game about that, you know, because there are a few tournaments out there. But, you know, our mindset right now is just let's wait and see. But at the same time, you know, this group has been going since August. And it's a young group in the sense of playing time, but, you know, we do have a lot of juniors out there. So it'll be interesting to see. But at the same time, you know, if we have the opportunity, you know, I think this team still needs to continue to grow. And I know we lose Jason and obviously Mo, who's been hurt, but, you know, I'm excited about the future of this program as well.
Like Robert asked the guys, obviously you'll do a lot more evaluation, but just looking back on this first year as head coach, you know, what's kind of your initial evaluation of this season?
Well, yeah, I think first off, you know, the expectation was very high. You know, a lot of people didn't think we would be able to do some of the things that we did. You know, being picked second to last to finish in this league and finishing seventh. I think that speaks volumes for this program. But at the same time, you know, you lose Jason, which is pretty much one guy, because Mo was injured all year. So when you look at, you know, what the future holds, I think that's pretty good. Not only with the guys that are coming back, the guys that are sitting out, and then the recruiting class that is coming in. Very optimistic that this program is going in the right direction.